Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, you will learn about the most important parts of Kubernetes. Then the name of this part is pods. Basically, it's one of required resources to run your application in the Kubernetes cluster. Okay, so as usual, I have a background box which containing the kin cluster or small size Kubernetes cluster which made for localhost purpose. So there are prerequisites which need to be followed before you jump into this video. First, you need to complete the first two topics and you need to pull images in from Docker Hub into the kin cluster. But I have prepared this, so I have already the image pulled into my kin cluster. And as far as I tried, the image must be matched with the CPU architectures which reside on your laptop or on your computer. So because I use ARM for the MacBook, I need to pull the image which built for ARM architecture only. Now, why this image is not it doesn't has a label ARM because I built this image from my laptop and then push it to Docker Hub. And another tools which need to be installed is Redis tools, but I don't think we will use it for now. So in this tutorial, we will have two parts. First one is imperative command examples, and the last one is YAML-based deployment. So I have tried to formulate the notes for this video and upcoming videos. What's the best structures to show you how can I explain it better throughout this video. So since we already complete the fundamental part, which is the kin cluster topics and the Docker container topics itself, so starting from this video, we will have two main parts on the notes. First, the imperative command, and second is the YAML-based deployment. Why? Because I hope my notes can be useful for learning Kubernetes faster. So you will know how to work with Kubernetes through the imperative commands and the YAML-based deployment, not only YAML-based deployment itself. Okay, so no need to wait. We can start by starting the first one. Let's start pods which called my Nginx with the image Nginx 1.29. Okay, let's type it. Okay, let's copy it. It said that pod my Nginx created in default namespace. Remember, we are not started with the namespace in Kubernetes. It will be on another video, but for now we will use default namespace. So after the pods created, what's next? Let's try to inspect the created pods. Okay, it's running. The status is running, but it's only listing. How if we want to get the detail of the pods? We can use kubectl describe my Nginx. So it's quite long, I believe. So by using describe pods command, you can get all the details about the pods. starting from the name, namespace, priority, service account, the node where the pod scheduled, start time, the containers, and so on. There are so many here. So you can use this describe pods command if you want to debug your application which deployed via pods. Okay, I think that's all for the detail. We will not go into the detail, but at least you know that when we describing the pods, we can see the name, namespace, the node, the labels, the annotations, the containers in it, and the condition, and many things. Now, what's the other comments which useful for checking the pods? Basically, we can check the logs. Now, because we run the MyEngineX pods, we can see the logs from the Nginx itself. It's running. Yeah, but for now, we are not ready to let the pods serving the request. After we create the pods, describing the pods, and check the logs of the pods, now we can also try to enter the terminal mode for the pods. So in here we will use exec it Nginx, and we will use sh instead of bash because in this pods it doesn't has bash for the shell, so it's only the ordinary shell. Okay, succeed. Nah, we can check anything here. Actually, your name, what else? Yeah, no, it's based on Ubuntu. So this command is really essential. Exec -it and to enter the shell mode of the pods and logs, because you will need it when you need to debug your application individually if you don't have a centralized observability system for logging or for monitoring. Okay, we can exit by type exit. What's next? Because Nginx is a web server, basically we can try to expose. Yeah, for now let's check it inside the cluster. Not inside the cluster, sorry. Let's do a request inside the background box itself. We can perform curl. Looks, it responds. Welcome to Nginx. The most common landing page if you just install Nginx. It will say welcome to Nginx, so it means it works. And if you see above, the logs is coming into the console, but the response is still same, handling connection for 8080. Yeah, that's fine. At least it's working. Okay, that's it for the MyNginx pods, but I believe it wouldn't be sufficient if we only do it for once. So I have another snippet here. How about if we deploy Redis into the Kubernetes? Let's run my Redis pods. So after some time, I believe we should have my Redis pods running. So I'll repeat again the command for describing the pods, but into my Redis. Look, we have the detail. and the status is running. Let's check the log. Okay, it's worked. It said that server initialized, ready to accept connection TCP. But before that, let's try to exec my Redis bash. Okay. It doesn't have PX. Okay, that's fine. So the my Redis pods is running, and we can do anything we want inside the pods. Let's exit. And now let's try to expose the pods to serve TCP requests. Nah, we have Redis CLI. So please take a note. This one we are trying to in this console we are trying to expose the my Redis itself to accept the TCP connection. But in this terminal, we are trying to access the pods from the program box itself. It means we are not trying to do any operations inside the pods. Ping. Let's ping. Oh, okay. It's respond. Let's try to give something. Ipsum set $Amit set foobar get lorem get dollar get foo. You see, this one made outside of the kin cluster. But is it really work? Okay, let's stop the port forward. Let's go back into the container. We will check from here. So we have get lorem. It's same, right? Get dollar get foo. So it means we already succeed to make a Redis operation outside the kin cluster into my Redis pods inside the cluster. But in this terminal, we only want to check if it's really stored the key value that we stored outside the kin cluster. Since it works, I think we succeed. And we can continue to the another last attempt. Sorry. We will try to run our Hello World Go image. Okay, so previously we had 2 pods. Right now we must have 3 pods. And it's running. Let's describe. So it said that this pod has status running. How about the logs? Let's see. Oh, server is running on port 8080. How if we go inside the pods? PS aux. Okay. It works also. Okay. Let's expose the pods by using pop forward and just make requests. And you can see that the hello world and not the hello world, the my hello pods which use hello world go image are serving the HTTP requests. Okay. What else? we have already created the pods, and now we will try to delete the pods. Let's delete all of them. Okay, it's deleted. Is it really deleted? We need to check it. Sorry. Pods. It's empty. Okay, that's all for the section for imperative commands. I hope it will be useful for you, but we still have a last section. How we can work with YAML-based deployment? Yeah, because sometimes it will be tired to work with imperative commands because you need to memorize the params and many things, and you cannot store it in a comfortable way. So the most comfortable way to store your pods or other Kubernetes resource is using YAML. And yeah, basically now the Kubernetes maintainers also introduce a new way for managing the Kubernetes resource by using KYAML. But yeah, I haven't tried to explore that. I will explore that later, and hopefully I can make a video about the KYAML. But for now, let's work with YAML first. So I believe the best way to know about the YAML structure is using Kubernetes documentation. Why? Because it's the most useful documentation for open source project. Yeah, you can copy paste this, but sometimes you also can generate the YAML by using dry run client mode. So it will generate a YAML template based on kubectl command with imperative modes, and just add dry run client to generate the YAML. Now we have the my nginx YAML, how it will work. So what is the content of the my nginx YAML? So basically it's pretty much same. It will contain the API version, which is a P1. The resource kind is pod. The metadata will contain run my nginx because we generate it from the run command. The name will be my nginx, and the containers will be the nginx ARM image which we import before. And the container name will be my nginx as well. The ANS policy, yeah, we can explore it later, but it's generated via through this the kubectl run command. Yeah, after we have the template, what can we do next? We can do this. Just invoke kubectl apply -app my nginx YAML. Just enter it. Okay, the pod is created. Let's check again. It's created again. So how if we check the logs? It should be pretty much same. It works. Okay, so let's do same thing for Redis and Hello World Go. Okay. Sorry. Okay, it's created. Let's check again. Okay, it's running. So right now we can see that we have 3 YAML files for managing my Hello pods, my nginx pods, and my Redis pod. So basically you can maintain your Kubernetes resources by using Git. So by using Git, you can version your file system. Everyone can contribute in it to manage or modify the pods YAML manifest, and it will be useful as well in case something happened, the pod's deleted, and you can restore it as soon as possible. Yeah, but it's quite simple. For now, we will learn just about pods. We will learn about deployment, stateful set, daemon set, cron jobs in another video, which basically use pods as a component. But the resource which I mentioned before basically is manager, which manage multiple pods under the type of the mentioned resources. Like deployment, it will maintain numerous of pods which defined on the deployment manifest. But we will learn about that later. We will learn step by step from the most simple things first on the Kubernetes. Okay, I think that's it for now. In the next video, we'll learn about namespace. So how can we manage Kubernetes resource by using namespace? And we will learn about that soon as possible. Okay, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.